So, War Eagle Auburn family, I know this won't be the most popular take, but I'm going to tell it, and I think it needs to be said. I don't care if I get tarred and feathered. That's one thing that made me stop talking Auburn sports so much, because it's just people will just tar and feather you for telling the truth, but that's just part of it. And so is this. This is part of it for Hugh. I mean, it's just like, this is our chorus. This is our chant. This is what people do in our culture. When anybody loses a game, it's fire you. They look at people's shadow sides. They hurt people. You know, I'll just read what I said. It's like, Hugh Freeze and John Cohen are buddy. They're not going anywhere for at least another year. Hate to break it to you, people who live off emotion. We're going to be good, and it's just a matter of time. Everybody needs to quit tripping, because, I mean, like, honestly, if we blow up the team right now, it would just keep us in this purgatory of self-damnation, and we'd get in this group think of kill the witch, and it just destroys us over and over and over again. And if we don't wake up and become aware of that, we're just going to stay like that, and we'll have good years every once in a while, but we just continually can't sustain success, because every single time we get rid of people so fast, like, you got to stick with somebody. Like, you stick with somebody, they're going to build a program up and they're going to start winning. I mean, like, you can see the difference. We were right there in all 3 games. I predicted that at the beginning of the year. I don't know if I need to pull it up in my history, but I mean, that's exactly what I predicted. And we're going to circle the wagons and we're going to get it together in Missouri, is exactly what I said. And even when we're close to South Alabama, I was like, man, this is trouble. I saw it right then. I was like, this is trouble with our fucking ends, man. They're getting run around by South Alabama. And still, we hung in there because we got a damn good team with every single one of them. We could have won every single game. We did not. And this is what I was just wanting to talk about. It's just like, if enough of you spiral hard enough like losers and self-sabotage us off emotion, it's possible that he won't be here. If he loses anymore, Auburn fans will freak out. They're fired, and they'll stay in this purgatory. That's what I was saying. And they fit Auburn very well, honestly. Like, I think both of them are pretty damn good fits for Auburn, and they just need to have success, and people will love them, and they will. Like, you just got to stick with them. If we just can't continue this turnover thing, like, honestly. But there are other people that can get it done at the same time. Like, you don't need to just accept mediocrity and all that. Don't give me all that. I really do believe that these guys can win. I've seen them get the players that they need. We have the players that we need now, but now we just got to coach the players up to win games. I mean, they're not just like, football is not this self-ready, out-the-box thing that people think it is. And I know it's nice when it works like that, but I mean, you got to coach them up. You got to build them up. Jackson went through some things last year. He still got a few mental bugaboos with that. Like, I just think we all need to get over a few humps together, and that's going to be part of the glory and of the winning. When you're going to get over these humps, and we're not going to freak out, and we're going to stick together. I just think it would be so important to get the team together. Like, even though I didn't love, one thing that I'm honest now. I'm honest. One thing I didn't love, I know you need to take the day off, take a little rest, but I get the team in there Sunday. And Hugh does change things that we've been doing for a long time, thinking he's special, and I don't really like that. There's things that I don't like, and there's things that I think they're keeping Hugh from being the best he can be also, because he thinks he's special in a way. But at the same time, he's grounded, and he's a very honest coach, and I think he has the right stuff to do it at Auburn. I really do. But I think there's some things that have pissed me off more than anything. It's just like changing little things of how we do things, like Tiger Talk on certain days, and he's not going to do the Auburn football show now, and just like things like that. Like, Hugh, you don't understand that Auburn football is bigger than you. That's one thing I would like. I kind of get angry when I sit, and if I was sat with him, like I would feel angry. Because that brings out anger, man. People don't understand, like, the SEC's messing with us, man. Like, it's our culture, and they're just playing with it like it's a game, bro. They're just playing with it like, oh, it's just a game, like Watermelon said last night. And it's like our culture. It's so much deeper. There's so much emotion. There's so much everything that goes into it. And I know I'm not alone. And it's just a terrible, terrible thing to do. And, hurt people. You got to realize that we have shadow sides, and we got to get it together. We're going to circle the wagons. Everybody's going to be down there. It's going to be Saturday night. It's going to be fun. We're going to beat Missouri's ass. Missouri's a good team, man. They're going to bring it. But it's a bad day to be a Missouri Tiger, I'm telling you, because we really, really desperately need a win similar to Texas A&M, and I would not want to play this right now. As long you have to have a really damn good. They do have a really good damn team. They would have to just really, really play their ass off, and I know they're going to try to do that. But I think we've established a little bit of, we know who we are a lot better, at least as a team. and the defense has been playing great. We're just going to have to figure out a way to score, and I do feel like they're on the verge of it. We've been right there all year, man. Just right there, a few plays here, a few plays there, and I know that's why it gets so frustrating because it's all just like right there at our fingertips. But as my granddad painted one thing years ago, is within our grasp, and it always stuck with me. And that's one thing I would put up in our locker room. It's just within our grasp, man. It's right there. It's within our grasp. We're just not getting it. I know, but that doesn't mean we should chop off the hand. It's right there. It's like right there, and y'all want to chop off the hand. You know what I mean? We have to get a new hand, and it's just. I mean, we can get there. It's just going to take a while. It's going to take longer than it would with Hugh Freeze. I mean, Auburn's going to be great again. I mean, without Hugh, with Hugh, but I do believe he's got the right people around him to do it. Honestly, could we have some upgrades? Sure. I think there's been a little bit of a buddy-in that isn't good for us. As if I was going to sit back and be GM, because like our O-line coach, like I've said for years, need to get rid of him. We haven't gotten rid of him. Special teams has been like shit. I think we finally got rid of him, right? Did we finally get rid of him, or is it the same damn guy? I think we finally got rid of him. So I hate that I don't know something off the top of my head. I wish I had like a statistician or something. Did we get rid of our special teams guy? Bear with me. I guess y'all don't care. People watch fucking long episodes, so you don't care bearing with me. Sing you a song while we're looking. I'm not in love with our strength coach either. I mean, we're not the team that we should be. Like, I just feel like we maybe it is time, to blow up some of these guys. But I love Jack Curtis on our staff. That's cool. I love Wesley. See, now we're getting up to the good guys. I love Marcus Davis. Ken Austin's a good quarterbacks coach, but he needs to prove more, honestly. I mean, like, what our quarterbacks need to wake up. Derek Nix, good coach. DJ's a good coach. Ben's, I don't know about Ben. You know what I mean? Like, maybe we should cut bait with some of these guys. Rock's been good. Rock's a great guy to bring on. Williams has been good. TJ Rushing's been pretty damn good. Our offensive line, man, it's just these. I like Jake. These are people that I like. But it's just like, man, they need to get things done. And this is just part of our culture. When we lose, we start looking at, who are these guys. Maybe have a better assistant staff. But, I mean, I know it's hard to have every single one like a winner. But, I mean, I'm sure other assistant staffs are better than ours, if you want to be honest with you, just right from the start, if we start looking at some of these guys. But I like Jack. I like Wayne Dorsey. I like these guys. I mean, they're all doing work. I'm sure Lawrence Johnson, a former player, Michael Spurlock, former player, Cam's a former player. They're all just trying to do the thing. But, I mean, something's going wrong, man. We're not maybe we're creating too much pressure on the boys or something. Like, we're not having a place that they can really... I don't know. The team seems pretty well done in a way. I don't know. See, now I'm kind of ruining it because I'm ruining this good long talk that we've had, just getting off on people's opinions of, like, because I don't know. These are things I don't know, and I don't want to talk about things I don't know about. But it's just I would top to bottom. If I had to be the GM tomorrow, I'd just be like, top to bottom, we gotta do better, guys. Like, everywhere, every single way. And it's also these guys, right? They're young men. They got to learn how to play football and win football. That's not something that's just ready-made. You're not just a ready-made man. Like, nobody is. You have to earn your way to be a man. You have to go through a lot of adversity. That's part of life. That's part of football. You have to lose to become a winner. Like, you have to learn to, really love the process because of losing. Like, if you just won all the time, that's why I think we don't just go straight to heaven if you believe in such a thing. Because if we were just there all the time, what would it be? Like, you would never appreciate it. You know what I mean? And it's just some deep thing, like football and life, how it all goes together. These guys have got to learn how to win, period. There's some good damn ball players, man. That's one reason why I don't want to lose so many of these guys, man. Like, almost like all of them have become up to debate. We just need to keep the team together, man. I'm telling you, every single one of these guys, even some of the guys that we're building and developing, and don't give up on Jackson Arnold, okay? Jackson's got to come through some stuff mentally. People are so ready to cut bait with that, they just want to cut bait everywhere. And it's like, man, Jackson's got all the potential in the world. He's a great athlete. He's putting his head down, playing hard. He's going to get there. Like, he's, like I said, within his grasp. Like, you can see it within his grasp. You just need to build him and learn him and coach him up and find a place where they can feel that the warmth of the Auburn family too, instead of us getting so damn toxic every single time we lose. And I know some of y'all are just saying the lines. Like I said the lines. Like I said, oh, fire Hugh Freeze, when we lose a game. Like, of course. That's what people really care. They're really emotional. That hurt. But like that's not really what we mean, I feel like, and it's just kind of part of the culture. That's just what people do around here. That's what they'd say if you lose, if you're gonna get fired, they want to cut you. I mean, like, would you have it any other way? Would you want to play like at Tulane where the people don't care as much, or somewhere like that's why Rashawn came to Auburn, and that's why a lot of these people came to Auburn. People give a damn. It's an electric environment. It's going to be like that again. I know people are sick about hearing the environment. They want to see wins. They're coming, man. We're just being impatient. We need a few more guys. Like I said before the season, we need just like a few more guys. Like that's it. We have the guys right now to we can barely get by. Like if we played perfect, we can just barely get by. But just think, like I said before the season, we have like just a few more guys, man, and that's what I hope to build on. Like I expect Jackson Arnold to stay because of this, which is kind of good. And if y'all can not self-sabotage so much, he's going to bloom similar to Bo Nix. If y'all can fucking wait for a quarterback to bloom before you freaking just want to run him off similar to Bo Nix. Like, guys, you got to get it together. These guys are good. We have all the weapons in the world. We could keep Eric Singleton for another year. You know what I mean? Like, it's possible. I know he was probably going to go pro, but if we got everybody together and got them to really buy in that this team's going to be really good, because I really do think this team's going to be excellent next year if we don't lose everybody. And that's where you got to be careful, because you might lose everybody. Kalen Lee might go to the draft. You know what I mean? Like, they might lose everybody because of money. And instead of, like, really wanting to be a winning football player, people want to put the cart before the horse, and it's just killing us. It honestly is killing us, as a society in a way, at least as a football society. And so, because we want to do that as a fan base too. You want to put the cart before the horse. Like, you got to fucking get the horses before the cart. Like, we got to build some momentum and get everything rolling. We're just now starting to get good enough to be competitive, and then everybody wants to cut bait and just destroy the program and start over. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life, honestly. Because we've done all this work. It's like going all the way to the end of something and just being like, we don't want to do it now. It's like we're scared of success in a way, or like what? I know y'all just want it so bad, but it's just human nature, I guess. And that what scares me is the Mockingbirds. They're all going to start saying the same thing. It's going to be so toxic all week, and Alabama fans are going to come in and do their pokes, and Georgia fans are going to do their pokes, and it's just going to piss all the Auburn people off. And that's where we really start to get insecure a little bit too. Like, we get worried about, and it's also, I think we just want what's best for Auburn, but people get so fearful in general. They get so fearful that this is just not going to happen. And I really do believe it's going to happen. I mean, look at all these guys, man. Just think about them developing. I mean, there's so many guys that we brought in, like, and we're not going to lose them if you keep the staff together. I'm telling you, like, and they're going to bring in more guys. We'll have another year to bring in even more guys. And I like our schedule next year, other than Alabama and Georgia being on the road. It's just so crazy they have to have it that way, but that's the SEC for you. So, I mean, like, honestly, if the SEC wasn't robbing us all year, who knows what we could be right now, honestly. And we have a legitimate gripe to that. I talked a lot about it last night. I was scared to show y'all, man, because it's just like, I was very upset with the commissioner and how the SEC is run. I think the whole commissioner process needs to be looked at. Like, this unchecked power, it's terrible. It really is a terrible, terrible thing. Greg Skanke is I've never really loved the guy, honestly. I mean, he's all right. There's a lot of kiss-assing that goes on to the commissioner. Oh, the commissioner this, the commissioner that. And he could have been worse, that's for sure. But at the same time, man, he just seems like he's just he doesn't care. He doesn't understand that this is a cultural thing. See, I'm tweeting a bunch of crazy stuff. I shouldn't even show y'all. But I was going to go back to last night. Man, look at all that. I mean, just look at all that. The SEC refs have been just hosing us. And we could go back to Oklahoma. I mean, it's just ridiculous. So that's 2 games right there. I mean, the refs really did make a difference. On that 3rd and 4 on the final drive was insane. I mean, that was insane. That was the biggest obvious holding I've ever seen in my life, And then, we could debate the touchdown, but it's very close. If you watch, we had 2 inches to go, and he moved way more than 2 inches. You know, he really did. And yes, he was getting it punched out after the fact. That's a convenient picture is when he's getting it punched out. But I'm telling you, like, he went forward. But well, that's debatable. Okay, he should have never fumbled to begin with. Damari should have got the ball. This is debatable, but it's very, very close. And I would have said touchdown because I'm an Auburn fan, and I'm sure as a Georgia fan you would not say that. As an unbiased opinion, it looks like right down the middle that if we wanted to be nerds about it, the ball crossed the paint and that's over with. Like, that's the way the NFL is. They're really nerdy about those kind of technicalities, and that's just a touchdown. But you know, not everything's perfect. The clapping thing, ridiculous. You can see where Kirby fooled him. It's obvious that he lied after the game. It's so interesting when you know somebody's lying and you can just watch them and their mannerisms and everything. You know, it's so interesting just to watch him lie. And then the 3rd and 10 holding, as I already talked about, that's the most ridiculous holding I've ever seen. The targeting that was never called, the phantom pass interference went off for great coverage. There are offsides on the play that's fucked everything up. That it should have been offsides on Georgia, which is clearly you can see the referee just looking right down the line, just not calling it. Just I understand you don't want to, be the difference in every play as a ref. You don't want to be. So would you call that just barely? Would you be like, oh, they're just barely off? You know, that's a little bit debatable too. So I think this is honestly debatable. The roughing the passer thing, he shouldn't have hit him. Honestly, I don't think that was bad. But it was very tic tac. But he shouldn't have hit him, and that's why the ref's pulling it out. I mean, so it's kind of like you shouldn't have hit him. Just being completely honest. But what's really pissed me off, man, is I feel like our culture has been sold for money. And yeah, people on Auburn Twitter are childish. I don't even try to be cool on here anymore because honestly, they're very childish. I used to be in the in crowd in a way, and they're very, very childish. They're not really my type of people to be friends with. Honestly, I realize that, and that kind of turned me off of Auburn people in general. But it's not Auburn people. It's just the people online are kind of silly. But Auburn is so full of amazing people if you actually go down there and meet them, you know. But I was very mad, and I shouldn't be showing you all these, but I was very mad at Greg last night, and just because he's the head of the snake, you know. But it's just like the whole world saw that WWE bullshit, basically. The commissioner, we got to have a system where we can vote on the commissioner instead of this like unchecked power that just goes on forever. Like, I know there is a system. My grandmother used to work for the SEC. She was actually the secretary to the commissioner for a while. It's right here in Birmingham. That I exist because of this SEC. Honestly, if my grandmother wouldn't have came over here to work, she would, my mom would have never met my dad, that kind of thing. So I exist because of the SEC. And it's just like, this is our culture. I just don't think they understand. They treat us like we're just dumb rednecks, kind of like the Bible. I know that's a cut, to people, but they treat you like you're stupid, and you're just supposed to just go along with it. And this is what I like out of Hugh and John Cohen. Look at them going after the ref. I know some people won't like that because they just want to be, all pretend that we're not human beings trying to be classy all the time. But let them have it. It was really, really that bad. It really was that bad. And I loved that. And I love that Cohen was down there feeling it too. I just love that. You can't say these guys don't care. Like, they're trying. But I do think Hugh needs to work on himself as a person also. And I think he is. But think about what all he's going through. He is. He's growing too. That's one thing that I don't think people give enough credit is people will grow, people will learn instead of just cutting bait and they cut themselves off. Like, people grow and learn. Like, don't you want a coach that has learned from these things? Like, you don't want this to happen again. Don't you want the people that have just been through the things who mutually don't want this to happen again and have learned the lesson? Instead, we get another guy who we have to go through the same lessons with again, so we have to learn all these fucking lessons again, and that's where we get tired of it. It's like, why do we have to keep learning these same fucking lessons over and over and over again? Well, because you keep cutting bait before we ever build anything, and we do it over and over and over and over again. And yes, Kirby lied. Even Alabama fans have seen it. It was terrible. It's insanity. This league, they treat us like we are dumb rednecks, as I said. Like, it's terrible. They've done it for years and years. Man, there could be a Netflix documentary that would just blow the SEC out of the water, and I'm sure we're not alone. But the SEC, man, something else. See, look at this guy. I know he's just laughing at Jewish
How much you got on
people.
that? How much you got on that
It
pot,
ain't
lady?
unheard of. It ain't unheard of. Getting fixes ain't unheard of. I'll get myself in trouble because this actually did pop up in my recommendations the day before. Because I was just mad last night. Honestly, I was mad, and that song, "Throw the Jew Down the Well." It's very catchy, honestly, and I hate to sound anti-Semitic or whatever because he's just a bad Jew. There's so many good Jews. Don't think I'm anti-Semitic. I'm not. I love so many Jews. There's wonderful Jews, and people to blame all Jews for the actions of a few powerful Jews is terrible. It's the same thing that you don't just judge all white people because of the actions of few bad white people or all black people. Like, you know, anyways, guys, I could go on and on. I'm going to do more videos. My phone's at 3%. I'm going to do more videos where you can look at me talking, but I just kind of started talking, started rambling, and showed you some of my Twitter. But hope y'all are well out there. Much love, and War Eagle Auburn family, please listen.